What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Geek Boutique podcast, the official podcast of the Geeks and Company. My name is JS. We are the Geeks and Company. As well, I was going to say, as always, sticking his tongue out, but he doesn't usually do that. Don't, just don't.
You're not the boss of me. Don't.
It is what it is. Jeffrey, how you doing, buddy?
I'm well. I'm back to filming this weekend, so I'm very pumped and excited for that. Only got 5 days left of filming on this goddamn TV show. Cannot wait to be. I mean, I'm having the time of my life. It's been great. What a wonderful experience.
So, when you're done?
I have 5 more filming days, including 2 days this weekend. So this will be and I do get to film with Richard again this weekend too. So I'll be driving in with him tomorrow night. Our good friend Midlife Cosplay Richard Picari is in the TV show with me. He plays Butch, the motorcycle club leader. I keep calling it a gang, and I keep getting correct. It's not a gang, it's a club. Okay, you fucking. Bad News Bears.
I mean, you're literally in a biker show. You should know what they're actually called.
I don't. Yeah, but I'm not a biker in the biker show, so I get to be ignorant. And it's funny. Wow. Rob, look at that. I love how we're all we've all dropped all of our like nom du jour or whatever.
Rob JS.
Rob JS and Jeff. Yeah, you guys know who we are by now. It's 200 goddamn episodes. What is it? 202?
202.
Rob.
Yeah.
I mean, for Rob, it's like 72.
I can't believe it's been 202 episodes of us blabbering on. No, I think it's probably been more than that.
Close to 80, 90.
Yeah, maybe halfway through. Is it almost halfway when he joined?
I think when I came on full time, it was like 130.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So he's probably right around 70 or 80 episodes.
On 20 before. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Old hat now.
Andre saying, "Hey guys, don't think there's an IG post for tonight's show, so chat numbers might be a low to start." Yeah, and that's my fault.
Yeah, I was gonna call that out.
So. That's my fault. I have just been very, very busy. I've gotten back to work this week, so let's just say it's been a bit of a hectic one.
What were we just saying? It's 200 for 4 years for 202 episodes. Okay, maybe not all 202, but for the vast 99% of those, it's Thursday night at 7:00 Standard Time.
Yeah,
I would hope you guys would know by now.
There is a reason that we ask you to click that like and subscribe button because you get notified every time we go live.
That's right, the notification bell. That's right. Andre's like, understood. Andre, I swear.
God, the finger, buddy. You got to use the finger.
I'm not giving you shit. I promise you. That's good. Marcy's there. Tiffany's hanging out. There's Tammy. Guys, welcome back to the Geeks and Company, the Geek Boutique podcast 202. We were just talking about 202. What?
That's nuts.
That's nuts. That's crazy.
Andre Ferguson. Hey, ladies, settle down. Andre, settle down. Jeez, Louise. That's right. I'm gonna read it like that.
How's everybody's week been doing? What have you guys been up to?
It's been that good. It's been that good.
Right?
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Jeff was just telling us a story of fine freebie.
Yes. Ashley, who's Ashley's like, hey, Ashley. I have no idea who that is.
I'm going to assume that's either Ashley, my niece, or the Ashley who we can't say who she is.
Well, it wouldn't say Ashley if that was the case. Yeah. Right there in the chat, but I'm guessing it's not that Ashley.
I'm assuming this is Misty Ashes or my niece, my
there you go.
Yeah, it is Ashley the niece. There you go.
All right, cool.
What's up, Ash?
Yeah. Myers, of course.
It's Thursday. It's Geek Night.
That's
sure
right.
Is, buddy.
That's right.
Monday is Nerd Night. Thursday is Geek Night.
I mean, I'm sure everybody that follows us already follows Michael Myers, but if you guys don't, you should. Some of his Instagram posts lately, especially lately, and Michael, I need to tell you this because you have been doing an amazing job. You've got posts that are going pretty viral lately. Like I'm talking thousands of views, and the inspirational posts I think that you put out are on fucking point. Don't stop it, bud. It's amazing. I try to reshare them or at least share them in my stories when I see them. Great freaking job from Myers Corp Cosplay. If you're not following him on Instagram, please go do so. But I'm sure everybody here does. Silky, what's going on, Silky? By the way, I want to mention Silky had made us a top 10 intro for top 10 at London Comic Con and put it on a USB drive. Well, Jen put them on a USB drive for you guys. And then you didn't end up playing the intros at the show. You played them on the computer, but it wasn't loaded up on the computer yet. So, Silky, I apologize. But believe me,
for the next top 10.
We're gonna use that intro.
That's right. You can blame Rob and I for that for sure. We were running the show at that point, but we also had about 18 different balls we were trying to juggle, and that came out wrong. That came out wrong. That's not how I meant that at all. I'm just saying. There's a lot going on that particular day because someone got sick and couldn't join us.
Yeah, I mean, I think the point here is when I asked Slicky, hey, can you like quickly throw something together for us? I was still planning on actually being there, right? So yeah, I apologize.
I saw it. I had a good laugh. Silky, good job.
Yeah,
it was a busy ass weekend. Yes, that is true. Absolutely. Shake my effing head, says Andre. Andre's sassy. Andre, did you get a nap today, man? Like, you're sassy today. What's going on with Andre?
He hasn't won anything in a while.
I was just gonna say he hasn't won anything.
Someone need the hug.
He hasn't won anything in a while.
Yeah. Saturday was insane. Tiffany, you were not wrong. We were on different floors, Tiffany, you and I, and it was, from what I understand, it was insane on both them floors on Saturday. So, yeah, queasy.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of good comments about the layout. Again, somebody mentioned it to me this week. How they love the fact that when you came in, you come into the community area.
Well, don't love it too much because it's going to be in a whole other building next year.
I'm sure it is. Jake, if you're watching this, put the community area at the entrance. People seem to have really liked the fact that usually community areas are shoved at the back and we don't get a lot of the traffic. By putting the community area right at the front, right at the doors, everybody actually gets to go through community area to get to the rest of the con. So yeah, it's a lot of people loved it.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Hi guys, hello everyone. Tuned in for the top of the show, but my old computer takes a long time to boot up. But I'm finally able to communicate. It takes 7 minutes. Can we all put up together like a GoFundMe for the old man there to get a decent computer? 7 minutes it takes your computer to load up to a point where you can start having a conversation with it? Dude, I thought it was just you and the dog that were old. I didn't know your computer was old too, brother. Let's you making a couple bucks. Computers are cheap now. Let's come on, man.
Get an update. Get some memory.
Yeah.
Costco's got a sale on.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. They always do. Something's going on. What about you, JS? How are you feeling? Are you back to 100%? The Acquiring Minds 1-0? Without getting too deep into
I'm it's not fully healed. And the doctor told me it could take up to a month before it's fully healed.
Right.
But I'm feeling normal. I do have a little bit of pain, but yeah, I'm pretty much back to normal. Like I said, I got back to work this week. I 3D modeled my new workshop this week. And I'm trying to figure out my layout with all my workbenches and all my stuff. So I'm
JS thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah. So yeah.
I haven't started any of it physically, but I've got it all 3D modeled out.
Yeah.
You just wait. When I start this 3 years from now, this is going to be fucking amazing.
Yeah. No, listen, the space that I have is a good sized space. But it's not massive. So I need to make sure that my stuff will fit in there. Right. Figure out my layout. Yeah, and that was the first thing because I have to build a wall. Actually, I have to build 2 walls. So where I'm going to build those walls are depending on what I need for my workshop, right? So
never happening.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Rob's going to come and build some walls for me.
I know how to build the walls.
Rob the builder, of course, man.
My buddy, in order to get him out, and we're gonna.
Andre dropping some back in my day, my Commodore 64 cassette game took around 12 minutes to load. Fun times. Yes, you are dating yourself a little bit there, sir. Mm-hmm. For sure. Yep.
You don't.
I also had a 64. Yeah. You don't look old enough to have had a 64. Yeah, that's true.
Something's off there.
Yeah, a little bit. I just reread Ready Player One. By the way, guys, if you've seen the film but you haven't read the book, I highly recommend reading the book. The book is, and it's such a cliche to say the book is so much better, but they changed a lot to make it work, like to make it fit on screen, to make it work as a movie. And don't get me wrong, I enjoy the movie. The book is so much better. And by the way, it's not a long read. It's like 300 pages. It's very brilliantly paced. It's a fantastic book. I definitely recommend checking it out. Speaking of old computer games and such, they play a huge part. Retro console stuff plays a huge part in the book too. So yeah, just check it out for sure.
I didn't even know that was a book.
Neither did I.
Fantastic one. Yeah, especially for guys our age. The 80s plays such a huge role in the book. 80s pop culture stuff plays such a huge role, but then like all these classic like VIC 20s and TRS 80s and Commodore 64, they all play a part too. It's really cool. It's like a whole nod to our generation.
Very cool.
Yeah. I want to have bookshelves like the one Rob did. The ones Rob did. He's a real builder. Yes. If you've been to Rob's place, man, that front library room,
is crazy.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
I've been there.
That's a fun
times.
project.
Yeah.
I still have to finish that room, but
looks pretty dope to me.
What do you have to finish? Oh, you did want to build a desk there.
Yeah, I'm going to build a desk all on
Right.
the wall, connect the two bookshelves together with a nice live edge on it.
Because the desk that's there is not a permanent desk. It's just a desk you put in there.
Yeah, the desk that's there is just made out of some 2x4s and like a top I found somewhere.
Right.
It's a temporary thing that's been temporary for a couple of years, so I have to get back to
it. Someone got into building other shit like, I don't know, cosplays and thrones and shit.
I get distracted easily.
Yeah.
I think I have like 4 projects on the go right now.
Yeah, I know. I'm commissioning you for one of them. So that's, that's good. I do want to give a shout out.
You know what? Let's talk about this one after, because I don't know if you've actually said this.
I have not. No, I don't think we've talked about this openly on the pod. So,
okay, I think you know what I'm talking about, though. Did that come back as well? You were supposed to send some pieces back for paint.
No, it did not come back.
No?
I know what you're talking about.
No, there's just no room?
It just didn't come.
Oh. Wait, did Sean not come to the show?
Yeah, Sean didn't come, so we didn't get those pieces.
Okay, sorry, folks. I know you guys can't. You know what? Let's just change the subject.
Guys, I don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. Just so we're clear, by the way.
There's 3 things going on here.
Just the 2 of them, yeah.
There's another
we were talking about what we had been talking about right before we launched the podcast. I thought that's
another commission we're supposed to be doing.
No, you're talking about something else.
2 commissions, and then you guys are doing those guns that you're going to paint, right?
Yeah, those came back.
You got those guns. The other 2 things.
Yeah, the guns are cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it is what it is. I think
it's been 12.
Time for the news.
It's the news, brought to you by, I have no fucking idea what these 2 idiots are talking about. So we're going to move right on to the news. This big Spider-Man news this week. A couple of big pieces of Spider-Man news. And one's going to lead into what a new segment we're going to have on the podcast called Grind My Gears that I'm going to get to a little bit later. But for right now, the big news, Tom Holland was rushed to the hospital after a stunt went wrong on the set of the new Spider-Man movie. I don't have details on what the nature of the stunt is and what happened. The only thing I do know is that he hit his head and had a mild concussion. And this week he has been off of filming after this particular botch stunt went wrong. So, yeah. So that's not cool. I know he's very athletic, and I know he does a lot of his own stunts because he's very much like he's a gymnast. Like a lot of the flips and stuff you're seeing on screen, if it's not CGI, it is actually Tom, because he can do all that shit. But yes, apparently something went wrong. I just don't know the nature of. So go ahead.
Yeah, I heard another person got hurt as well. There was another person injured in this stunt as well.
Maybe, yeah. I didn't see a report on that. Probably because the other person wasn't Tom Holland, but
yeah.
That's the only thing I saw was that Tom Holland got hurt and had to be rushed to hospital. But now it turns out it wasn't very serious. But he is under what an athlete would consider to be like a concussion protocol. So he has not been filming for a week. Now they have continued filming the film with stunt doubles and scenes that he's not in or whatever. But yeah, it's kind of tough when it's called Spider-Man and then Spider-Man gets hurt. I don't imagine there's a lot of scenes in that film that don't have Spider-Man in it. Mm-hmm. But speaking of which, they have revealed one of the villains in the film is going to be Tombstone, and they have cast an actor for it. I'm not familiar with this particular actor, so if anybody knows who this dude is, by all means, go ahead and pipe up. See if I can find his name here somewhere.
Yeah, I
Marvin Jones.
Yeah, Marvin Jones the third or something like that.
Yeah.
I am not familiar with this guy, so
I feel like I've seen him in something, but
I can't
put my
quite
finger
place
on
it.
it.
Yeah,
he certainly has the look.
Yeah,
right. If you're familiar with Tombstone,
not much.
So if you watched the first Spider-Verse film, he is one of Kingpin's goons in the first Spider-Verse animated film. So pale complexion, looks kind of like a little bit like a Solomon Grundy, but a much slim down Solomon Grundy. So
right.
Yes, William Shatner also rushed to the hospital today. Yes, Marcy, that's true. But he has also been upgraded. He said he had overindulged and he is absolutely fine, is what Mr. Shatner put out for a statement himself in regards to
overindulged in what?
He did not say. I would assume
booze.
Booze? Yeah. Can you do cocaine in your 90s? I don't know, man.
Why
Probably not the
How
best
do you
move.
made it that far?
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know how he's still going out and doing cons. That man is crazy.
It's a little bit of ketamine and cocaine.
Apparently, yeah. I ended up in a K-hole and had to go to the hospital. Yeah, all right, cool, Bill. Whatever you need, man. In some other news, some later news, anyways. Mad Max: The Wasteland. So when George Miller first put together, so George Miller is the director and essentially the creator of Mad Max. So including the original 3 films, Mad Max, Road Warrior, Beyond Thunderdome, and then of course Fury Road when Fury Road came out. But apparently when they were putting together, and he was putting together Fury Road, he and the writers had put together so much backstory for the characters leading into Fury Road that they had crafted all this backstory that we didn't get to see, that he had planned on 2 separate films that would be precursors or prequels to Fury Road. The first one came out last year, Furiosa, which unfortunately did not do well. So the second one was supposed to be, and Furiosa detailed Charlize Theron's character in Furiosa, and played by Anya Taylor-Joy in the film, and detailed her, how she went from, being a young girl to being Furiosa in Fury Road. The second film was meant to be called The Wastelands, and it was supposed to be Max, which in the film, of course, was Tom Hardy, and how he got to where he is in Fury Road. Because Furiosa didn't do well, they're not making the movie, but apparently now they're talking about having it as a television series. Now, unfortunately, that's probably going to mean recasting. Tom Hardy has done TV before. He played a pretty significant role in thank you, Peaky Blinders. So he's been on TV before. So I don't know that necessarily he'd have to be recast. Excuse me, but they would have at least some of the characters, the ancillary characters that appeared in the 2 previous films, in the new television show that is being developed right now. So it's still not been green lit yet, but I don't know about you guys. Even though it seems like we're 5 movies in or whatever over the course of, 40 years, I'm not done yet, man. Fury Road was amazing. Furiosa wasn't bad. It just wasn't Fury Road. So if they want to turn this into a television show and flesh out some of these characters and the environment that they're in, I don't know, man. I'm down for it.
Yeah, that could be cool. I'm down.
Right?
Yeah. I think Mad Max might be the type of franchise that would be better in long form storytelling than just movies.
Yeah.
I feel like there's so much going on in that world that you'd be able to tell a much more fleshed out, involved, crazy story. Right?
Yeah.
Like,
because there's so many wild locations and so many crazy looking and sounding and named characters, and you don't really get a sense of where they came from, who they are, and how that particular thing works, and type thing. So yeah, it would be cool to see. I don't love prequels, we all know that, but I think this is one that could absolutely bang away at it, right? I think it could be pretty cool if that becomes a thing. So
yeah,
keep your
well, we'll see. I mean, I'm not, if it happens, I wouldn't be mad about it.
No, exactly. Yeah, same.
Although I'll admit I never even watched Furiosa.
Yeah, it's good. The problem is they had to come out in reverse order. Like Furiosa had to come out first, and you'd have been like, oh, that's really cool. And then Fury Road comes out, and you're like, holy shit. Fury Road comes out, one of the greatest action films literally ever made, ever put on celluloid. And then, I mean, it's a really hard film to follow up with. So not only do you follow it up, but you follow it up with a prequel, and then you recast the role on top of that. So I think it was it was going to have a hard time coming out of the gate anyways. But again, taking nothing away from Anya Taylor-Joy or the film, it's a good film. It's just not Fury Road.
Mm-hmm.
So, which, I mean, you can argue Fury Road is more about Furiosa than it is about Mad Max in the first place. So it's already like a Furiosa.
Well,
movie.
It is partly her story, right?
It's mostly her story. We learn almost nothing about Max. We learn a whole lot about Furiosa. So
yeah,
and the motivations in the film are mostly Furiosa's. So anyways, we'll see what happens. We'll keep our fingers crossed. A couple of new trailers have dropped in the past week, one of which I watched, the other which I didn't. So I'll start with the one I didn't. Avatar 3, which is called something. Ashes.
Fire and Ash.
I don't
Fire and Ash.
Fuck, man, I don't fucking
Avatar
care.
3, I don't fucking care.
Oh,
I watched it.
And it's just looking like more of the same. Like, does it look like another $2 billion video game, like the first?
Yeah, pretty much. I enjoyed the first one for what it was and what it brought to 3D and visual effects and all that jazz, right? When the second one came out, I wasn't even interested. I was the story itself wasn't. It was right. It was like every other story. Like I don't know.
The second one made over $2 billion at the box office too.
Yeah, that blew my mind.
What fucking what?
Yeah, that blew my mind. So I haven't even seen the second one. So the third one, I'm looking at it like what? Like this is like a bad cartoon now. Right? Like,
the only way I can explain it to myself is that it did that well, the second one, because it was 25 years after or however long it was after the first one.
Right.
So there's a whole generation just seeing that, experiencing that for the first time. That's the only way I can kind of explain to myself how it made like another $2 million.
So because this one's going to come out much sooner, since the
can't
second
see
one
it making as much unless people love that.
I don't know.
Unless it's it's not us that's wrong, it's the kids, right?
Is this like your Mario theory where you're like, this isn't relevant, nobody likes this anymore? $2 billion later. So there you go. See, Andre's saying he's down to watch it in IMAX once. It's definitely like an event style film, right? But I didn't go see the second one in theater. I think I went and saw the first one in theaters after all the hype. I didn't see the second one in theaters. I think I just watched it afterwards, like at home or whatever. Afterwards, and I was like, there's 3 hours of my life I'm never getting back.
I saw the first one in theaters. I wanted to see it in 3D because that was the whole deal,
it was the whole thing,
you had to.
But now it just feels as like, well, he's already done it twice.
Yeah.
Like, what are you really going to show me in the third one that's just going to be like,
yeah, if this was like a crazy story and there was like super involvement in the characters and but not even, right? Like I don't know. I watched the trailer. It looks gorgeous.
Right.
Where the first one was in the forest, the second one was in the water. This one is with this
fire
clan or group that are like fire worshippers, right? And they just want to burn everything. They want to burn the forest, right?
Some men just
so now you get all these crazy visuals, but you're adding now fire with all of those crazy visuals. So it looks stunning.
I'm sure. The first two look stunning too. They were just dumb as shit.
But yeah.
And see, for that reason, that's why I'm gonna watch it, just because it looks stunning, right?
Yeah.
Like, you do have to hand that to them. Like, looks amazing.
Oh no, it looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
No, I'll give you that for sure. That's just he's got 5 films planned, and I guess it really will depend on how well this one does.
Yeah.
The other big trailer to drop was The Mandalorian and Grogu. So I have watched that one. That one looks fun as shit. I will admit, though, it looks very much like the vibe they're going for seems very classic Star Wars, like kid oriented. Like it's clear that they're trying to go after a younger audience with the film that maybe they weren't quite picking up in, especially the first 2 seasons of the show. Have you guys watched the trailer yet for The Mandalorian and Grogu?
Yep.
I have not.
JS, so what were your thoughts on it? Like,
I agree 100% with what you're saying. I think that although the trailer seems to try for me, like the visuals didn't match the music. I'll say that right off the bat.
Right.
They're trying to make the music into this big grandiose adventure, but it's Mando and Grogu being silly.
Right.
Right. Like it's I don't know. There was something weird about that trailer to me that I'm like, yeah, okay. I think though you are right. They're going after a younger audience, and I think that's where Star Wars tends to be its most successful.
Right.
When they're going after the younger audience, they're making simple good versus evil, simple themes. They're not trying to hit you on the head with all these messages and that's where everybody just flocks to it. Just look at Skeleton Crew.
Right.
Yeah, that's
right.
I was getting these vibes.
Skeleton Crew was a show for kids, and it turned out to be one of the best TV shows they've put out in ages.
Yep. I agree.
If you guys have not watched Skeleton Crew, I'm telling you guys, You should watch that show. It was
fuck Andor.
amazing.
Go watch Skeleton Crew. Skeleton Crew is awesome.
Skeleton Crew is amazing.
Yeah.
That's right. And I think that's where that they're at their most successful. So I hope that's the route they're taking. It does feel a little bit like just a long 2-hour episode of Mando.
That's my issue. That's my biggest issue. Right? The stakes have to be raised. Like it can't, like they did such a good job in those first 2 seasons of Mandalorian, blurring the lines between a television show budget and production value and a movie production value, that it's going to be really, really hard for them to differentiate this from just an extra long episode of the show.
Yeah.
Right.
Which I'm worried is what it's going to feel like.
Yeah. No, you've got to raise the stakes. I don't know how they're going to do that, but
when you're giving me, 10 or 12 episodes a season of 40 to 50 minutes episodes. Actually, some were short. Some were only 25 minutes.
Yeah, that's fair. But overall,
overall, over a period of a season, I'm probably getting 5 or 6 hours worth of show. And now you're telling me, oh, no, you like it so much, we're going to just give you 2 hours instead.
That's right.
What?
And by the way, you don't get to sit at home and watch it. You got to go pay $20.
Yeah, you got to go in theater and fucking watch it.
Yeah, so it is a theater movie, not on Disney Plus.
Correct.
It is.
May 22nd of 2026 is when this is being released in theaters. So and the poster came out for it too. And the poster looks very like retro pulpy kind of thing, right? Which again, I like that sort of that retro futuristic vibe that they're going for. Almost a Fantastic Four kind of thing, not quite as neo-modern as the Fantastic Four was, but it still looks, the poster is dope as shit. So I'm really, really hoping they hit it out of the park with this show, because it's not uncommon to see opinions about the show, because I keep saying the first 2 seasons, because the 3rd season, while I enjoyed, was a pretty big step down from the first 2. So they've really got to be able to bring this property back up, or there'll be one movie and it will be done. So hey, concerning us and our conversations that we had leading into this,
I'm liking that you're mentioning this, because I got another tidbit to go along with this after.
So Dan Trachtenberg is the gentleman that brought back Predator for all of us with, I almost said Fury. It's not Fury. It's Prey. Why am I saying Fury? Oh, because we were just talking about Fury Road. Prey is, and then he did Predator Killer of Killers, which is the animated one. And now we're getting Predator Badlands. And of course, if you've seen the trailers for Predator Badlands, there is a Weyland-Yutani robot android that plays a significant role in the film. Weyland-Yutani is not part of the Predator universe, it's part of the Alien universe. So rumors have abounded that we were going to see a xenomorph in this film. And again, Dan Trachtenberg might be talking out of his ass, who knows, but he has said definitively there will not be a xenomorph in Predator Badlands, that the robot being a Weyland-Yutani robot is the only hint we're going to get to the Alien universe sort of crossing over with.
Well, he did say, it's not, the robot's not, because in the trailer we also see Weyland-Yutani trucks.
Well, yes.
There's going to be a Weyland-Yutani connection, and Dan Trachtenberg also went on to say there's also a very good reason why we've made that connection. He then also went on to say there's also bigger things to come.
Oh, I'm sure they're setting it up.
Right?
There's no point in putting a Weyland-Yutani thing in there if they're not setting it up. But for Badlands itself specifically, he said you will not see a xenomorph in Badlands.
And it's funny, because I also this week read an article that I don't know when this was written or when this person said this, but the showrunner for Alien Earth was asked about, whether Alien Earth was actually canon. Like, is it canon to the original movies, or is it like its own thing? And he was very coy about basically saying that no, it's not canon, and it's its own thing, and that to him the only movies that are canon are Alien 1 and 2, which he was being a little bit coy about the whole answering the question in
Ridley
a manner
Scott
that made
vehemently disagrees.
Well, listen, Ridley Scott may disagree, but this is Hulu.
It's kind of his universe,
this
right?
Show, right? This
is
I know, but Hulu, which are also the people that are producing the Predator franchises with Dan Trachtenberg.
Yeah.
So for years they've been saying that the AVP connection was a Predator universe thing, not an Alien universe thing. So that the aliens exist in the Predator universe, but the Predators don't exist in the Alien universe. With the showrunner for Alien Earth now saying that his show doesn't exist within the Alien universe, I don't know. I still have hope that those two, that show and that movie, are going to be connected, considering they're only 1 year apart in the timeline.
Right.
First of all, I'm going to jump in here. I'm glad we got into this. I can't believe we haven't talked about Alien Earth at all, and it's season's over.
Yeah, season's over, but I haven't watched it yet.
Because I don't want to spoil it for anybody.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it yet either. I want to binge it. So
Yeah,
you watched it, JS?
No.
Okay. Well, okay, then we're not going to.
No, I want to binge it, and I want to. I
give
watched,
me a week or two, and then we'll have a special thing on the.
I watched the first episode, and then I was like, nope. I was like, I need to wait till they're all out to watch through all of this.
Yeah.
So
I can tell you, it is a critical and ratings darling. Everybody seems to fucking absolutely love it and says it's amazing. So I'm looking forward to watching it for sure. But yeah, I have not watched it yet. I was waiting for it to all be finished, and I think it just finished.
It just finished last night.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, so now that it's all done,
or 2 nights ago,
out. So yeah, yep. Moving right along, they were talking to our boy Denis Villeneuve.
Hang on here, our buddy.
Oh, sorry,
Steve Jones was saying we got to get Trisrex, Monster Creator, down here to collab with the geeks. And you know what? Trisrex makes some of the most craziest alien displays that I've ever seen. He's at all the big giant cons. His alien, I forget what they're calling it, the alien experience or the listen, I forget what they're calling it, but it's absolutely bonkers. If you guys don't know Trisrex, go check him out on Instagram. His stuff is absolutely bonkers. And yes, if anybody can put us in contact with that guy and he can somehow come and do something with us here in Toronto at one of the shows,
that would be freaking amazing.
That'd be mental. Okay, sorry.
No, it's all good. We're gonna move on. I have way too much to do. I'm almost done, guys. Andre, by the way, I saw your message there in the chat. I got you. We will be talking about that briefly. Denis Villeneuve, Blade Runner 2049 and the Dune movies or whatever, is going to be helming the next Bond film, but he just went on record today as saying he will not be looking to even start casting Bond until next year. So all of us talking about who the next Bond is going to be, we're not going to know until next year because he's not even looking at people until then. So, which also means that the next Bond film is still quite a ways off, probably because he's about to start shooting Dune 3. So my guess is he doesn't want anything to do with Bond until he's got the Dune universe wrapped up. So we'll all have to wait for that.
Or at least deep production, right?
I don't know if it's deep, but it's if it hasn't started, it's about to type of thing.
No, but what I mean is in a year from now, production.
Yeah.
Right, but they'll be deep into production enough that he can now start working on something else at the same time, right?
Right. Yeah, exactly. Andre had mentioned it already in the chat, but yes, so they've just released the gameplay trailer for Marvel's Wolverine, and it looks fucking bonkers. I am not a huge video game person in the first place, but it's clearly rated M for mature because in the gameplay trailer, he's just fucking people up the whole time. Like there's no, it's pretty graphic for sure. So if you haven't checked out the gameplay trailer before, I'm saying gameplay trailer. I don't know if that's necessarily the case. I don't know if
100% there are some gameplay scenes in there.
There are some gameplay scenes.
What we're getting is Wolverine meets Batman Arkham.
Is that
so
what
you're going to get the Batman Arkham style of fighting, where it's very fluid and you can do all sorts of combos and crazy things. That's what this is going to be, but Wolverine in the world of Wolverine, right? I guarantee you that's what we're getting. And if it is, holy shit, it makes me want to get a console because I love the Arkham games. And if we're getting a Wolverine in that vein, yeah, after seeing that trailer, hells yes.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm watching it right now. It looks insane.
Yeah.
When is this coming out?
Hey!
Look who decided to show up.
What's up, Victoria? Feels like it's been forever.
I'll be Jeff's villain in that Bond movie. Yeah. His name is Jeff. No. I don't think they're hiring a 52-year-old Canadian dude for Bond, but yeah. So be clear, guys. This is akin to the Spider-Man, Marvel Spider-Man. So it's not based on any one particular this is not. No, it's not Hugh Jackman. This isn't the MCU's Wolverine. It's not Hugh Jackman doing the voice for it. It's not. The suit looks similar to what he wore in Deadpool and Wolverine, but it's not that character. It's much more akin to the comic book Wolverine, which I know Deadpool and Wolverine did a good job of bringing to the forefront anyways, but It's not tied to the MCU or the TV shows in any way, shape, or form. It is its own thing, just like Spider-Man on the PS4 and 5 was its very own standalone thing. So, excuse me. Yeah, it looks dope as shit though. Yeah, so definitely looking forward to that. Spaceballs 2 has been announced. It's been announced for a little while now, but Spaceballs, the cast photo, was released recently on media. So that's, and by the way, for those of you that have a keen eye for this kind of stuff, this is a very similar cast photo. You can see Mel Brooks on the laptop there and a Spaceballs helmet there. To the initial cast photo that they released for Star Wars The Force Awakens, when it was in this process, when they were doing a table read for The Force Awakens, they released a black and white picture in a round table read, very, very similar to this. So I don't know if it's specifically meant to be a nod for that. I'm 100%. Guessing it is, because it's almost identical. But you are seeing some of the people that are going to star in it. Bill Pullman's back on the couch there. Daphne Zuniga's on the couch. Colonel Sanders over there on the right. You can see, like I said, Mel Brooks on the laptop there in the forefront.
Josh Gad right by the
Josh Gad. You can see on that back couch. Yeah. Hydrant. So who knows? We're going to see for cameos and such. But this is happening. This is absolutely happening. And I
in the hat there for it. On the couch. Is that Rick Moranis?
That would be my guess. That would be Rick Moranis. Yes.
Yeah.
Coming out of retirement specifically to do this movie. So I hope that's a good sign.
He's doing another. Oh fuck! What were they called? I can't believe I forgot it.
Honey, I Something the Kids.
Oh,
Strange Brew. He's doing another Strange Brew.
Yeah, but it's really? They're calling it. I forget what they're calling it, but apparently they're doing a new one as well. Yeah, apparently he's like out of retirement. So
I hadn't heard that. That would be cool.
That would be awesome. I'm totally here for that.
Yeah. Him and Dave Thomas. That'd be really great. I'm going to flip these around. So Beyond the Spider-Verse, the release date for Beyond the Spider-Verse has been moved up a week. And again, this isn't until 2027. So it's not like, woo, it's not great. But for me anyway, that's been waiting patiently for this movie to come out, it seems like that's a good sign. If they're moving the up, it means that they're not like, I don't see them now saying, oh, we thought it was like they did the first time. Like, oh, it was supposed to be out. Actually, wasn't it supposed to be out this year when they originally were talking about when Beyond the Spider-Verse was supposed to go out?
No, I think it was supposed to be 2026.
Was it 2026? Regardless, the fact that they're moving it up by a week tells me that they're well into the process of getting it, straightened out or whatever. And because some of the more recent things they talked to, like Shamik Moore, had been like, the guy that plays Miles has been like, I haven't recorded any of my lines yet, so I don't know what's going on. That didn't seem like that long ago, but if they're moving the date up, I assume that means they are well into production now. Excuse me. And I'm feeling a lot better that movie is actually going to happen. So,
which is weird because don't they usually record the voices before they animate the show?
I think it depends, especially with the animation style. Yes, you're right. The animators animate to the voice. The voice doesn't work to the animation. But I mean, with something a project of this nature, I don't know.
Yeah, fair enough.
Last bit of news, guys, that I'm going to give you here for today. Anyways, James Gunn has been doing the rounds. I don't know when this dude sleeps. So he did release a teaser image for the new movie Man of Tomorrow that he's writing. That's going to come out in 2027 as well. By the way, we're getting the Batman Part 2 and Man of Tomorrow both in the summer of 2027. So DC's going to be coming out hard 2 years from now. But he's been doing the rounds. I think he was just on Two Bears, One Cave with Tom Segura. And he said, I don't know if it was on that program, but he said it was released today. He is not retconning the big twist in Superman. So if you don't know what I'm talking about and you haven't seen Superman yet, it's been out long enough. It's been out for what, like 3 months now? I think I can at least give this away.
Yeah, give it away because I'm not sure I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So in the film, the first half of the film, Superman is you see his parents, who, oddly enough, Jor-El, his father, his Kryptonian father, I should mention, is played by Bradley Cooper. There's a message that he gets from his parents that came in the capsule with him from Krypton, and the message cuts off about halfway through. And the first half of the message is very much like, "You're our son. Our planet was dying." Like everything that you already know about Krypton and Jor-El and everything else. Like go to the Earth and be good or whatever. And then Lex and the engineer in the film break into the Fortress of Solitude where the message is stored, and they reconstruct the rest of the message. And the rest of the message basically tells his parents now telling him, we're sending you to Earth to be a god, to be a king, take over those simple people, build yourself a harem, have lots of little super babies, and just rule the planet. And this rubbed a lot of people the wrong way because this is obviously not canon. His parents were not pieces of shit in the comics, and this has never been explored in any of the previous iterations of these particular characters. And so a lot of the time through the film, everybody's like, "Oh, it must be a fake." And it's in the film. There's at least 2 or 3 times where they're like, "No, this is the message has been verified as genuine." And now James Gunn is doubling down, saying, "Nope, that's what's happened. I'm not retconning that. His parents sent him to Earth to rule. He has to kind of rise above that." And some of the people, I imagine Keith L. Is Keith in here yet? Has he started to weigh in on this yet?
I don't think I've seen him yet.
Some people are just grinding their fucking teeth that this is now canonical in the new DCU, that his parents sent him to rule the Earth as opposed to help mankind or whatever, be good sort of thing. So James Gunn's doubling down. He's like, "Nope, fuck you guys. This is what you get. You get shitty, evil Jor-El and his wife." So I don't think it really matters at the end of the day, but I know it's rubbed some of the nerds the wrong way.
I've seen, whether or not there's any weight to it, I've seen some talk about that being further explored in the Supergirl movie, and maybe we'll learn a little bit more about that, or that story might develop a little bit more there, but we'll see.
Yeah. We will have to see what's going on. Guys, that is the news for this week. Sorry there was so much, but there were quite a bit happened over the past week or so. If you got news items that you would like to be read out here, please, by all means, send those news items to me. As I say every week, please ensure that they are actually sourced news items and not just crazy rumors that are just clickbait articles that you see. Don't send me a headline. That doesn't do me any good. Or just like a sentence saying, "Oh, Tom Holland might do that." Like, that doesn't help me. It's got to be like an actual article with sources on it, so that I'm feeding you guys proper information. It's not, this doesn't just become a big clickbait or a rage bait type segment on the show. So that's it, man. That's the news.
You know, I'm cool with the gossip.
I know you are.
I mean, maybe one day we talk about the clickbait articles we see, because it's all that you see online and online.
Yeah, there's so many. Right?
There's so much that's pumped to you.
So much fake news, man. Now it's unbelievable.
And that's what I mean. That's why I need it to be an article. It can't just be a blip. Like, it can't just be a blurb on someone's blog. Don't send me that. It's got to
be credible.
I'm not reading that shit out. So, geeky gossip segment. Yeah, exactly. So. It's an interesting twist, saying Victoria, since we don't really see his parents ever again. Well, I mean, like Jor-El in particular, like his father has played a significant role, his birth father, in almost every iteration of every Superman in the past, right? Every time he goes back to the fortress, whether it was on Smallville, whether it was the original Chris Reeve films, whether it was Man of Steel with Russell Crowe, his birth father ends up playing a significant role moving forward in some sort of a ghostly form. If his ghost father sent him in this universe to go rule them with an iron hand or whatever, then I don't know.
Well, that's the thing, right?
Right. I don't know how they incorporate his unless they're just going to be like, yeah, we're not going to incorporate his Kryptonian parents in it at all. Like, which I'm fine with as well. Don't get me wrong. It'll just be a different take on Superman versus every take we've had up until now. So, yeah. Well, there we go.
It is interesting.
Keith is saying they did a Take Over the World line in Smallville and in my Adventures of Superman animated show. Well, there you go. See? I didn't know that. I had watched Smallville. I don't remember that in Smallville. It's been quite some time, though. So, anyways, the news is over. Moving right along. Red Moon Glassworks. Steph, hey, gang. Rolling in late this week. Steph, big, huge thanks to you. We were talking about it on the pre-show, and I'm saying the pre-show like any of you see. Like, like we're producing a pre-show. We're not. It's just 3 old guys talking amongst ourselves that you guys never get to see. But
before we went live.
Yeah, before we went live. And the beer that you set us up with, your last
thank you so much.
Fucking brilliant. Worth the drive to St. Catharines, I have to tell you. I'm gonna have to make my way down there because that's some good shit.
I haven't tried them yet, but you know,
you should. They're very
good. Soon.
Yeah, you've been under the weather. You're not a beer guy anyway. You should just give those to me. I don't think you're not gonna like them. You should just give them right over here. It's not.
I don't think so.
Hey, what's the next segment, JS?
It is community news.
Community news.
Never gets old.
Does it?
Never gets old. Never gets old.
You sure?
Never.
All right. So let's talk about what is going on in the community news. So a couple things going on this weekend. One thing I want to call out, Georgian Bay Fan Con. So we tried to connect on having this team on, but we weren't able to make it happen for today. But I still want to talk about it. So it's taking place in Meaford, which is it's a little bit of a drive, a couple hours north probably of where everyone is, but it'd be a nice drive.
Is that this weekend?
The fall. It is this weekend.
Oh, we did
on
try
the
to get those
Saturday.
guys on, eh? That's too bad. We should try to get them on anyway. At some point to talk about their con and start promoting for next year, because I really feel sorry we weren't able to get these guys on.
That's okay. I talked to Saphira about it. Speaking of Saphira, she's going to be one of the Saphira Cosplay, who many of you know. She's going to be one of the guests there. Also one of the judges for their cosplay contest. A couple other familiar names and friends of the podcast that are going to be up there are Ms. Chantel, Cosplay Crickle, Snowhawk Cosplay is going to be there, I believe. And also a well-known cosplay photographer in the community. Rotide's going to be there.
Roll Tide.
He is the official con photographer. So if you're going up there, you can get a shot with Rotide. Some of the notable things that are taking place there is they're doing a big D&D campaign featuring the Salty Sea Pirates, and they do have a licensed D&D tavern, which is interesting. I knew Jeff would look up on that one. And they got a pretty cool prize for their cosplay contest, which is
License
Bamboo
user.
Labs. Yes, Bamboo Labs 3D printer, being one of their cosplay contest prizes. So if you want to go check them out or see what's going on there, they're at GB FanCon. Also taking place this weekend, I wanted to ask Jeff about this. Oxford Ren Fair Festival, starting tomorrow, goes all weekend. Are you going to be heading out to that? Because it kind of sounds like you're busy filming.
I am busy filming. But for those of you that are looking to go, it is in a new location they moved to last year. So it used to be in Dorchester. Now it's in Thorndale. It outgrew the Dorchester venue. It's now in Thorndale. It was in Thorndale last year. And I think last year they were kind of still trying to figure out how they were going to effectively use the space and the layout. So it was a little bit kind of haphazard all over the place. This year it is supposed to be in a better, like laid out better anyways. And as good old Megan Murray is piping in here, Megan is a key vendor at Oxford Ren Fest, and it's one that she actually does very well at. So if you are looking to go to Oxford Ren Fest in Thorndale, you can get tickets there. You can buy them online. Definitely swing by Megan's booth and say hi. Don't say hi, but she's probably going to be like hip deep in customers because this
say hi and buy something.
Yeah, buy something from her. Yeah, this con is this fair is very, very good for Megan. It is typically her best show of the year. So, and I don't expect this year's going to be any different. She just got a big shipment of new product in. So, your girl Megan, by the way, Ed or Megan, doing very, very well with her business. So we're very proud of her here at the Geeks and Co. And I think this is her last live show of the year, I believe. Setting up a tent tomorrow, she said. So yeah, if you are going, definitely say hi to Megan as you're there. I will not be there though. Yeah, I'll be acting all weekend long, unfortunately. So
is this the one we met at last year in Trek Gear? I believe so, wasn't it?
Yes.
The away mission.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Good times. I have seen a lot. I don't know if it's a lot more, but I've definitely seen a lot of chatter online about people going to this. It seems like it's drawing in more and more cosplayers.
Yeah, so Brittany's saying the same thing. What I saw when I was setting up earlier looked better than last year's setup so far. That's good. Yeah, last year was kind of weird. But again, it was the first year in that space. So I get it, man. They're still trying to figure it out. So, yep. Yeah, so it's a good time. If you're into that, man, go check it out. It's cool if you're into that scene for sure.
Excellent. Yeah. So lots going on this weekend all over the place in Ontario. Next weekend really starts ramping up with the Halloween events. Because it is going to be in October. A couple that I have saw recently come across my feed: Tricons, Tri-Fright Halloween and horror themed minicon, October 4th to 5th. And remind me what the three cities there are again. It's Kitchener,
Cambridge, Waterloo.
Yep. Also Sunday, October 5th in JS in my neck of the woods in Bowmanville is the Fear Mall event, which are some really cool vendors come out for that. I don't know if you've been to like the Curiosities and Oddities Expo downtown Toronto, but similar idea there with a lot of interesting vendors. Some things I'd never seen before, like, then this might sound a little graphic, but like little ducks, little what's the word? Stuffed ducks, not stuffed. What do they do when the animals, they stuff like a deer on the wall? What is that called? Taxidermy.
Oh, like taxidermy. Yeah.
Taxidermy, right. Little taxidermy ducks in in these glass encasements. I don't know. It's odd and curious, but it's interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot of horror theme type stuff there as well, and yeah, Fear Mall is something. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of cool vendors.
Yeah, it draws out the horror vendors.
Yeah, there's a lot of like imagine Artist Alley, but people that make horror stuff, horror statues and horror 3D prints and horror masks and horror artwork and horror jewelry and like it's pretty neat. If you're into that stuff,
pretty neat.
Fear Mall is pretty neat.
And they are also looped in with the people that are doing the Oshawa Boo Bash that we will be doing on October 18th, featuring yours truly.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, looking forward to that one. Convergence in Oshawa, big outdoor festival took place last weekend. So a same group running big outdoor street festival with bands, fright experiences, costume contests, downtown trick-or-treating. So that's going to be on the 18th. We're going to do that. We're going to bring out the throne probably for the last time this year. Do it up all
food vendors,
spooky costumes, cosplayers.
It's going to be a good time. Yeah, it's going to be like a full-blown Halloween-themed street festival. And it's in the afternoon and evening. So most of the day will be in the dark.
Yeah, these goes from 1 to 10 p.m.
Yeah, so this is going to be quite fun. So make sure if you're in the area, or even if you're not in the area, but you like that type of stuff and you want to come and check it out, come and check it out. It'll be pretty dope.
Yeah. What else is going on? The only other thing going on next weekend, which is not really our thing, but it is a lot of people's thing, Anime Fest at the International Center, October 4th to 5th, but there's a lot of other things going on. So do what you like, what speaks to you.
Also, our buddy, while we were talking about our buddy Roll Tide. Roll Tide. He is organizing a Star Wars Rebel reunion photo shoot October 12th from 1 to 5 p.m. at Motorista Studios. Apparently, this is quite the spot. It's an actual shooting studio. Anybody that wants to join is $30, and then you're going to get to do a bunch of photos. Rotide's going to be there. Mark Brion is going to be there, who was the official photographer at London Comic Con.
Yep.
So you're getting two of the top-notch photographer in the GTA at once. Motorista Studios, October 12th. Go check it out. Also,
and it's a Star Wars.
And it's a Star Wars themed photo shoot.
Cool.
I might actually try to make it out there. Not gonna lie. I missed the last couple Star Wars shoots, and Andre said it is a very cool spot. I'll be there. There you go.
We should chat about that.
Yeah, Steve Jones saying for $30, that's a killer deal. It really is. And these guys are cool enough that they're charging you $30, but they're your pictures. So you'll be able to do whatever you want with those pictures. They're your pictures. You've paid for them, right? Also, we've got our buddy Steve Jones in the chat here. I think it might be worth mentioning his Haunted Walk 519. Steve, let us know when that starts. But I know it's coming up very, very soon. I think you're doing a couple weekends, but again, go to Steve Jones' page, go to the Facebook page. I believe it's called Haunted Walk 519 on Facebook. That's exactly what it is. So go check it out. Help support the London Food Bank. Bring some food donations. Go do some trick-or-treating and check out the decorations.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
And I think that's about it for community news for this week. That's all we're going to do.
It sure is. And we've got a new segment. And unfortunately, we don't have an intro for this one. We've been talking about, do you know how long we've been talking about this segment? How long it's been on our lists?
Yeah, a long time.
It's literally been a segment in our sheet for months. And we've never actually gone down the path of doing one. But Jeffrey, what grinds your gears this week?
Fucking stunt work. Ugh, this makes me so fucking mad. Tom Holland, when you're watching this, because I know you watch our show, because clearly why wouldn't you watch our show? Because our show is so relevant in the geek and nerd sphere. Stuntman. So the problem is twofold, right? So you have all these, by the way, I'm not including Tom Cruise in this because Tom Cruise is a whole other animal, right? Tom Cruise goes through all the training. Tom Cruise gets all the certifications. Tom Cruise is essentially a stuntman who also happens to act. But a lot of the actors now want to do their own stunts, and it's probably mostly Tom's fault. So Tom is not completely off the hook on all this, but too many actors are wanting to do their own stunts. The two problems that I'm having with this, and the two problems that the industry is having with this, now that I work in the industry, because I got hurt doing my own stunts too so far. I've gotten hurt twice on set doing my own stunts. I haven't insisted that I do my own stunts. We just don't have the budget to have stuntmen, but still, that's not the point. Guys, actors, don't do your own stunts. One, you're taking work away from actual trained stunt professionals. That's why they're there, to ensure, like, that's their job. They have a job because they've been professionally trained to do these particular stunts. The key here, though, is if somebody gets hurt and it's a stuntman or woman or person, they get to keep filming the film. Everybody gets to stay gainfully employed, and everybody gets to keep getting checks in their pocket and feed their families and their kids and such.
Except for the stuntman, yeah.
Except for the stuntman, but the whole rest of the production gets to keep happening. Richard has probably experienced this on some of the major productions he's on. Could probably back me up. When the star is trying to do their own stunts and they get hurt. Now, in this case, thankfully with Tom Holland, he's only out for a week, and they were able to keep filming for a week. But when they're not, and they're off for weeks or months at a time, the crew just gets sent home. The whole crew. That's not 12 people. It's 1,200 people. And none of them are getting paid. They're not like actors where they have pay or play contracts. They get paid hourly to be on set doing the job. And if there's no work because someone decided to do their own stunts to get hurt, none of those people are getting paid. They're all sitting at home. And a lot of them, by the way, can't take other jobs because they have to be on call to come back to this one if that's going to be the case. So, guys, if you're an actor, you're getting into acting, and you have an opportunity to use a stunt person in your work, please use the stunt person. Like, I'm seeing Keanu Reeves talking about not wanting to come back and do another John Wick because he's too old. He can't do all the stunts. No one's asking you to do the stunts, Keanu. Come back and do it. You look cool when you're doing all the gun fu shit. Let somebody else do the actual stunts and come back and give me another John Wick because I need it in my life. I don't want to hear that you're 54 years old and you can't do the stunts anymore. Isn't Henry Cavill hurt right now? Yes, he is. Same thing. And that's my guy. Like, Henry and me are like this. I'm the one over here, but still, I love me some Henry Cavill. He's hurt now too. And by the way, they were going to start production on, thank you, Marcy. They were going to start production on Highlander. They can't because this motherfucker is hurt. So yeah, guys, if you're an actor in Hollywood and you're a major actor and you're watching, Henry, I know you watch this too because you're getting all my love letters. You're not responding to them, but I know you're getting them. Stop doing this shit, man. Thousands of people are relying on you, on their livelihoods, for you to be ready to go for work. So make sure that you're using the stuntman to be ready for work. That's what's grinding my gears this week after this whole goddamn Tom Holland thing. I know he wants to get out there and do his little flips and bullshit, but use the stuntman, Tom. You're in a suit, dude. Be a Spider-Man. Easiest stunt work in the world. You have a mask on, and they don't even need to know
all
what
you
to do.
Put the mask on before the stunt, and you're done.
So stupid.
He only needs to be in that movie, but as long as Pedro Pascal is in a Mandalorian movie.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly.
Does anybody think that any shot in the Mandalorian Grogu at any point is actually Pedro Pascal in that suit?
Well, he wasn't in season 3.
Yeah, exactly. There's no fucking way Pedro Pascal's in that film. So most producers won't let the star do the stunts for exactly that reason, Jeff. Yes, thanks, Richard. Yeah. So the problem is when you get big enough, you get to be like, no, I want to do this stunt because I'm like the big swinging dick around here, and I have to prove my manhood by showing you I can do the stunt too. And the stuntmen are just sitting back going, this motherfucker. Yeah. Anyways, sorry. I got way more deep grind my gears things that I'm going to be going into later on, but this one was pertinent to this week's news episodes, and I wanted to get this off my chest because this has been bugging me all week long. And I'm like, Tom Holland, you dumb little shit. What are you doing?
It's okay, Jeff. We like to hear you being annoyed.
Rave.
Ranting and raving.
I kind of want to hear another one. What else you got?
Let's keep that one for the next week.
We'll get it next week. We'll get into it next week for sure.
I think right now it's time for another segment we haven't done in a long time, and that is just the tip of the week. This was supposed to be a weekly thing, by the way. It disappeared, but we'll try to get back to it.
This one's going to be my tip that I'm going to bring you this week because I was dealing with this just recently. So I've been trying to print a number of things and I was having some problems. Jess, I was talking to you about this. I was getting layer shifts on my prints. And what that means, big layer shifts. So the whole print would shift over like 2 or 3 millimeters, which after 15 hours of printing something, when that happens, It's garbage.
Yeah.
It's scrap now. So I did a number of things. I tightened this, greased that, clean this, clean that, level, all. It didn't help. Then it dawned on me, your 3D print spool here, on the side of it, there's a couple of little holes. And beside these little holes, it says, lock the end into the holes to avoid tangles. This is a rook mistake. I've been pretty careless with my spools of 3D print, and I was not locking in the holes. So, you just put it through here. And the whole point of that is so that your leftover stuff doesn't tangle. What happens when it tangles, when it gets pulled through the printer,
it won't come through.
It won't come through, which makes the whole thing go clunk, and you get a giant fucking layer shift. So it took me like $60 worth of filament to figure this out. And I'm not by any means new to this. But this is definitely a rookie mistake, and I had just been lucky. So,
when you pull your filament out of your printer, don't let it loosen up because it'll tangle. That's
for the dummy. So say it again. What you're talking about? Like the holes. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Can you show me up in this? Yeah.
Okay. So these rolls come in. This is a brand new roll. It comes like 2 kilograms of filament, right? Yeah. And so if I print something and I only use like 80% of the roll, say, print a mask, I have a bit left over, I might take that off, put it on the shelf. So there's a couple holes here. Yeah. Those 2 little holes right here. Yeah. If you take this and you just push it through the hole like this and back down in, that locks it in place and makes sure that it doesn't get tangled around the roll, so it like crosses over.
Spring loaded, right?
I got
so it wants to loosen up, and then when you start pulling on it again, now it tangles up.
It just creates a knot, and then so that was happening here, and it might pull it through, which is why I got the layer shift, but it kept printing. But eventually, it came to a point where I check on it in the morning, and like it had been printing nothing in the air for 8 hours, and it's just screwed, right?
Yeah.
So don't be careless like me. Lock your leftover 3D printer spools in the right holes. Yeah, that's a very good one, because I've had issues like that before too, and yeah, tangled spools cause all sorts of weird issues. It's not fun to deal with.
Nosy B over here. What kind of 3D printer do you have, Rob?
I have 2 of them. They're both Anycubics. The first one I got is an Anycubic Viper, and the second one is a Cobra Max 2, which has I forget how big the print bed is, but it's like 425 or 450. Like, it's big. It's 4 times the size of my Viper. It's this big, the print bed.
It's pretty big.
It's pretty fucking big.
Yeah, it's massive.
So,
yeah, that's cool. And that just allows you to do what, like bigger pieces at once, as opposed to having to make a bunch of smaller pieces together? Okay.
Yeah. So on the smaller, they're 250 by 250.
Right.
The first one I have, I print like my Kylo Ren helmet. I printed it in 8 pieces and then had to, glue it on all together and weld it. That works. That works fine. Been doing that for years.
Yeah.
But I got the bigger printer so that I could print a 1-piece helmet.
Right. Yeah. That's cool.
So like my Magneto here.
Yeah.
I'm doing another Magneto, and this is just a one-shot print, right?
Okay, that's
much easier, less work.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
To do.
Yep.
So
yeah. Apparently, Silky's husband over there is going, ooh. Yeah.
You know what? The way I got those printers is I bought them on an auction site. So they were open boxes, and I got them for like a quarter of what they retail.
Oh shit! Nice.
I made a pretty lucky on that. So. Something to think about. Another tip.
Yeah, you got to hook me up, because I'm out here buying full price fucking printers over here, and
you gamble with that, right?
You do. Well, you do. You're right.
Missing some pieces, or who knows why they return.
Yeah,
you're essentially buying an open box thing.
Listen, you're 3D designing your new prop space. Okay, so you've got stuff on your plate already. Let's get that going first, and then we'll build your walls, and get the space ready first, and then we'll get you back in there together with your 3D prints and stuff.
Yeah.
Because we're working on a project in the off season.
We are.
That we were talking about.
Are we? Which one are we talking about? Are we gonna do this? Are we gonna do this again? Where we're like the thing?
The thing that we're talking about. Well, that thing was only you two knew. The thing I'm talking about. At least all 3 of us know what I'm talking about. They don't know what I'm talking about, but you two
yeah.
dudes know. Anyways, I don't know if we should.
Redmond Glasswork is saying I'm fond of my bamboo machines. Yeah, I mean, you know, when you're talking about top of the line machines, I mean, yeah, I'm sure you're fond of them, but I can't afford a Bamboo Lab. They're fantastic, but they're pricey.
I think.
And is this one of those fields where you kind of get what you pay for? Or like, is that like if you buy
100%,
cheap, you
100%,
yeah, 100%. Bamboo Lab printers are amazing. They come in multicolors, so they can print up to 4 colors at once. They have heated enclosures, so you can print all sorts of materials. Yeah, they're amazing, amazing products.
Yeah, you get it, you set it up, you print and go. With the kind of printers we have, there's a bit of steeper learning curve. So you spend the first 6 months learning how 3D printing works.
Right.
Or the Bamboo Labs printer, you can just unpack it and go and press. You just want to not learn it. You just want to print stuff and go. It's that
It'll
easy.
do that.
Yeah, that's the other thing is the style of printers that we have, we had to buy and then build.
Right.
Right. They come all in parts, like when you order something from Amazon, right? Well, I got all of mine from Amazon, right? So you order it and then it comes in a box and then you have to put all the pieces together. Well, the Bamboo Lab comes in a box and you open the box and you pull the printer out and you put it on the table and you start printing.
And then you just print.
All right.
Just to clarify, it's not that you don't have to learn things with a Bamboo printer. It's just much easier to get up and going.
To get started.
And get like flawless prints right off.
Less tinkering to get it to where
there's a little bit less tinkering.
Yeah, that's cool.
But I paid $200 for my printer, not $1,600. So
yeah, so fair enough. And it's doing what it needs to do, right? So yeah. I have no desire to get into it. I'd be happy to keep taking advantage of people that are, but I am still fascinated by the process and how it works. So yeah, that's cool.
Although I do really, really, really want one. But
I do.
A Bamboo Lab, you mean? Bamboo, that Bamboo X1C carbon.
Yeah, that's what, like Steph drops this nugget 5 minutes ago. She's like, "Yeah, I love my Bamboo printer," and everybody in the chat and YouTube are like, you guys are like getting creamy over.
The problem is they don't make a large enough form factor for me to justify it, right? Like if I'm gonna get one, I don't want the smaller one where if I print something, it's gonna be in 8 pieces. I want something larger, where you can print a whole helmet in one shot on Bamboo, and they don't really have a great option.
Well, they have one
yet.
Coming. Yeah, they have one coming.
Yet.
I forget what it's called now, but Uncle Jesse talked about it actually. If you're on YouTube, go check out Uncle Jesse. He's a 3D printing guy. Anything you want to know about 3D printing, this guy's gonna get you hooked up. He is hooked up with no, his name's not actually Jesse. I think maybe that's a Dukes of Hazzard reference. I don't know, but he is hooked up with Bamboo Labs and Elegoo and all those big name companies. And he was talking about how they're coming out with a new, bigger format machine. I can only imagine the price of that thing. Like I said, the X1C, I think right now is like $12.99, which in the grand scheme of things, it's not like it's 10 grand, but you know, compared to a $3.99 printer, I mean, that's a big step there, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Yep, Bamboo is the I say the Cadillac, but is Cadillac a great brand anymore? I don't know.
It sounds like it's almost like the MacBook of 3D printers too, right? It's more expensive, it's highly stylish, and it's easier to use, right? So it's all those things
for sure,
but it still has limitations based on size and all that kind of jazz. Just like Macs have limitations based on it being a Mac, I guess. But yeah, that's kind of the vibe I'm getting from it for sure. So cool.
There's an escalation in 3D printers where, like, some of the cheapest, or back in the day, you'd have to put a lot of effort into manually like leveling them. Right. Like
manually calibrating them
and calibrating and sliding like paper between the bed and the nozzle and twisting knobs and shit. And now like this, I don't have a Bamboo. I'm assuming it has auto leveling.
It does.
Press a couple buttons and 2 minutes later it's perfectly leveled. Like you don't have to mess around with any of it.
Yeah.
Which is a huge benefit.
Yeah. Mine has what it's called mesh leveling, which it's software levels. So in the code, when I feed it the G code, it adapts for where the bed's not straight, but you still have to manually level it where it's close enough that the mesh leveling then can understand and compensate, right?
Yeah.
Which helps a lot, but it's not like auto leveling. Auto leveling's wicked. Like it just does it all on its own. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, you get what you pay for. Yeah, 100%.
For sure. Yeah, it's an escalation of what you get what you pay for.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And when you get started into 3D printing, usually you don't want to go and jump in and spend like, multiple thousands of dollars to get started into something that you don't even know if you're going to like. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
You start small and you want to grow with it, but then it's an addiction. It's like tattoos, right?
Yeah.
Once you have one, then you want more. And then it just never stops. And then that's where it becomes real expensive because now you've got a fucking small printer farm and you're spending more in filament a month than you are on gas. And then,
yeah, I think you have 4 and I have 2. I'm looking to go on to my 3rd.
I've got one that's just a parts machine now. I was having troubles with it. So that's just a parts machine. But yeah.
Well, Marcy's up here talking about Paul. So Paul was with us at Crowfest this past weekend. Paul's in London, so I've had Paul make a couple of different things for me. He's really good with like guns and weapons and stuff. But yeah, go to Paul's house. So, but he's basically converted his house into a 3D print factory. So like, he's got like 8 to 10 printers of all different shapes and sizes just running.
He's got resin printers now,
24/7. Yeah. Like he's got a whole setup. I have no idea what that dude's hydro bill is for the month, but it must be out fucking outrageous. And I don't imagine he ever has to turn the heat on because he's just got machines running 24/7 in that place all the fucking time.
Yeah. I believe though, Paul, I think I could be wrong, but makes a living off of this now.
I don't know if it's his sole living, but he definitely, he doesn't have them all just cranking shit out for his own personal use. He's
no.
All the time.
Especially his Fallout stuff. He's sending out.
Yes.
Like I forget the last time I saw him, but he was like, "Oh, dude," he's like, "I just have to ship out like 20 orders yesterday." And I was like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah.
Like
he's got people coming in to help him with like sanding, and priming, and filling, and all that kind of shit too.
Yeah.
Right? So
it's gonna
say
how
busy he is.
That's where bamboo starts to make sense, where you reduce the amount of labor you need to put into sanding and all that stuff,
right?
Because you're getting a higher quality print. So absolutely, if you're making money,
it is their sole living. There you go. Marcy's saying it is your sole living. Yeah, okay, there you go.
Perfect. There you go.
Because I think there was a time where there was like a transition where he was still like working at like a regular day job or whatever. But I'm not surprised that it is because he's got a whole operation going there now.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Very cool.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd love to get a resin printer. Not gonna lie, that's something that I would love to try to get my hands on next. But the problem with the resin printer is the same. The bigger you go, the more expensive they become. And to get something large format in a resin printer, it's cost prohibitive, right? So unless you're making money and you're like Paul, where this is your income, then you can reinvest in that type of stuff. For me, it comes sometimes a little bit of justifying with the banker.
Yeah, exactly. Just want to call out here TSBD I mentioned this earlier, GB FanCon, Georgian Bay FanCon. They are the first prize for the cosplay contest this weekend is a Bamboo Labs 3D printer. So
no way.
Yeah. I think it was I forget which one it was, but the minier one.
Oh, they call it the mini, but it's not mini. It's still a decent sized printer.
Yeah, very cool. It's a lot of people's like first Bamboo Labs printer. Just because it's smaller, more affordable, right? But very cool. We could do a whole show or series.
We totally could. We totally could. I mean, I just can't wait to go get my fucking printers that I'm seeing on the floor right now.
That's mine. I told you. Yours.
Oh, is that yours?
The other one I moved downstairs already.
I gotta go get my printers.
Yeah.
Get set up and get printing again.
Yes, we have projects. We have a couple of key projects that have already been started. Let's go.
I'm kicking that off as soon as we're done the podcast.
I know. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah. Well, you got some phone work to do too there, JS. So let's not forget that, right?
I mean, I do. We will require you for some of that.
Well, I'll be there for the 18th, right? So
yeah. We're gonna want to
spill those beans a little bit later down the road.
Yeah, we're not gonna spill them now. Like this is just a tease one, but yeah.
Maybe we'll get some pictures of Jeff all taped up and duct taped.
There you go. Done. It's content for the YouTubes.
There you go. There you go. Templating right off of Jeff. That's the best way to go, right? It's just going to be easier to template it right off of you than to have to try to guess, and then it doesn't fit, and then we need to adjust.
We're
And
going to be there all weekend
right?
anyway, so which I got to talk to you guys about anyway. So why don't we wrap this guy up an hour? And
I think it's that time. If you've not clicked that like and subscribe button, please consider to do so. There's a bunch of people still in the chat. So if you've not already subscribed to the channel, which I'm pretty sure everybody watching us is subscribed right now, but surprisingly enough, when I actually go look at the stats, only like 60% of the people that are watching us are subscribed. Like there's like a whole 40% of people that watch our channel that aren't subscribed. So please consider subscribing. It's absolutely free. And if you click the notification bell, it'll always let you know anytime we go live or upload a new video. Jeffrey, what do you got coming up this weekend? Are you filming this weekend?
Filming this weekend, yes. Days. I got 5 filming days left. So after this weekend, it'll only be 3. And Midlife Cosplay there, my boy, Butch, in our production, will be filming with me on Friday. Actually, I shouldn't say that. I've got one scene at the very end of Saturday, which is a weird one for me. So he's got a whole whack of scenes to do on Saturday, and I'm only in the very last, and I'm barely in that scene too. So I'm hardly, I have to be there all day, but I'm not doing much on Saturday. Saturday is our boy Midlife, Richard Bakari. That he's the belle of the ball on Saturday. I got a whole whack of scenes on Sunday to do, but Saturday I get to kind of like sit back and watch him work, which is going to be great because he's brilliant, and it's I learn a lot when I get to see him work and go through his process and see what he's doing. So
he's not kicking your ass again.
No. I believe I still have. How many fights do I have left? There's at least one fight left. Is there just one fight left? I think there might only be one. I think I've had my ass kicked 3 times now, so I get it 4 times. I got one more to go. And by the way, that fight got rewritten. It was a fight I was supposed to win, and now it's a fight I lose, and someone has to come and save me at the end because our director fucking hates me. So, and to be fair,
thanks, love you, buddy.
Yeah, I'm kind of a dick on set anyway, so I don't blame him for changing it. I'm hard to work with for sure. But yes, so I'll be filming Saturday and Sunday. I'll be riding in with Richard on Friday. He's going to swing by and pick me up on the way in. And yeah, getting a chance to work with him again is fantastic. I think these are our last scenes together, I want to say.
Oh, really?
So I'm pretty sure, because after this I've only got 3 days of filming left. No, sorry, we will have another one together. The actual that end fight scene, he's actually in that too. So yeah, we will at least have one more day of filming together. But yeah, man, it's getting to a close. Mid-October is when it's finally all going to come to a close, and then we'll submit it to Bell, and it should be on next year. So I'll keep everybody posted
can't wait to see
as much as I can.
I can't wait to see it too.
I can, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Like I said, I'll give updates when I have them. So, but that's this weekend. What about you guys?
You know what I'm going to do this weekend? I've never done before. I got a comic book.
Cocaine. Sorry.
You've done that. We've all done that before. What are you talking about,
buddy? Don't do drugs, kids.
Yeah, drugs are bad, kids. Except when they're not.
This comic right here is a Amazing Spider-Man #1 comic that was a collaboration with Eminem. So they did a variant cover with Eminem and sold it on his website. There's only 5,000 they ever made, and I was lucky enough to snatch one. I'm gonna take it to the comic book doctor and have it CGC graded. Oh, nice! Get it slabbed. Yeah. I want to get it graded and slabbed, and just for the fun of it, I think it's worth a little bit of dough, and so I want to go through that experience and give it that treatment and see how it turns out. So I'm gonna do that on Saturday, and I think we need a reveal when you get it back in the slab. Yeah, what the number is. Sure. I think that'd be dope. If I haven't ever even opened it. Like I never even cracked it. I just went out of what I got it and into that frame. And in that frame. Yeah. And so I think it's in pretty great shape.
It says we'll see how it came from the store.
It's how it came from the store. It went straight into that frame. I never even opened it. Yeah. So yeah, we'll see how it goes, and for sure I'll be sure to let us know, because that whole process is really cool for sure. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So future episodes we'll talk about that. Awesome.
Nice.
Jess? What about you, Jess?
I got a wedding this weekend. Oh. Jen's brother's getting married this weekend. So yeah. So it's wedding time. So that'll be fun. We got one coming up in a month. And we got another one coming up in a month. That's right. Actually, just a little over a month. Yeah, about 5 weeks. Which, by the way, I don't think they're online. I haven't seen either of them online in a little while, but you know. They were at London. I did talk to them. We're talking about our friends Jeff and Lacey. They're getting married on Halloween on October 31st. JS and I will be there as the host, MC, DJs for the evening or whatever. We're doing 3 costume changes. So if you're going to be at Jeff and Lacey's wedding, please come up and say hi or whatever. But otherwise, yeah, I'm sure we'll be doing some lives and some posts from the wedding as well, for us being the idiots that we're being. So yeah, that's on Halloween itself. It's on a Friday. So yeah. Mm-hmm. What were the characters they did at London Comic Con again? From Terrifier.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So
Terrifier.
Art the Clown is what he does. I don't know the name of the character that she does because I haven't seen any of the films, but they're
so at London, while Jeff and I were sitting on stage doing our thing for our 200th episode, the two of them were in those costumes, and they were at the very back of the audience. And
they sure fucking were
moving around.
Yeah.
And making like direct eye contact and doing the smile thing. And it was just fucking with me, man. Because
it wasn't just you, man. It wasn't just you. Horrendous.
So kudos to them.
Yeah, kudos to them. Yeah. Steve Jones actually here in the chat. Steve will shake. Like Steve is legitimately afraid of them. Like Steve can't be anywhere near near them. They're very
experience when they're doing it, and I was on stage. I'm like, "What are you doing? We're friends. Like, why are you doing this?"
See you there,
looks pretty good as Art the Clown. Like
she does too. Like she might even be worse than he is.
She might even be a little worse.
I mean, he looks like the character in the movie. I don't know what her character is. I don't know how
because he's got like a mask on, right?
Oh, is it a mask?
Yes, his is a mask. Hers
is
not
wearing a mask.
Hers is her face, so she gets to make all kinds of facial expressions, and none of them are calming.
Yeah,
so make sure that we're clear on that. None of them are meant to soothe you in any way, shape, or form. So. They both did a great job. They do fantastic jobs with those characters, but I'm not even like a clowns freak me out guy, but man alive, when those two put those on, man, they just turned into different people, and I don't like those people at all. Even a little bit. So it was rough, I'll tell you that. Steve. Lacey was telling us afterwards, like they were approaching Steve, and Steve would start to shake and like have to get away from them. Like he was really having a hard time with them. So yeah. They're not messing around. But yes, we'll be at the JSNO, we'll be at that wedding at the end of the month, and it should be a good time. So
and I need my printers back because I need to print those damn handcuffs.
You do.
That's what I need to do.
Yes, we're gathering pieces and parts for our combined cosplays for that weekend. So
Well, on that, you got to come pick those up.
Yeah.
So we should probably wrap up tonight's show.
Yeah. I think that's going to be it. Yeah. Well, thanks for watching again, everybody. If you haven't clicked that liking button, please do. Make sure you all stay geeky. We'll see you next week, I think. Yeah, we're going to see you next week. Where else would we be?
Man? Yeah, where else would we be?
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Geek Boutique Podcast. Like always, if you prefer to listen to us, you can find us on all major podcast platforms. Now, make sure you don't forget to click that like and subscribe button, as well as the notification bell to make sure you never miss anything.